Hello, everybody, and welcome. This is another episode of the Ready, Set, Grow show. And today I've got a very special guest with me this afternoon. Jimmy Ezzell. He is the co founder of YEP, which stands for Young Entrepreneur Project. And he's also the founder and CEO of Trip Valley. Some of the brands associated with that you may be familiar with: the Trip Valley Rewards, Trip Valley incentives. All right. So if you've heard about those, you know the company that we're talking about here. He is a highly skilled and entrepreneurial minded leader with decades of experience in leadership and development, training, marketing, organizational growth. He's also built many organizations around the world to tens of thousands of people. And he is a servant leader. He's always in the trenches serving. All right. So I welcome Jimmy today on my show. This is an interview with a very great man. And I must say thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule today to join us.
Yeah, absolutely, Hillary, for sure. I just love watching what you're doing in terms of impacting people's lives with entrepreneurship. So absolutely, I'm honored to be here.
Yeah, so thank you, Jimmy. Thank you. So tell us a little bit about yourself, a little background, and.
Sure. So why don't I do this, because I know we're going to talk a little bit about entrepreneurship. Why don't I talk because, without taking a ton of time, I'll just share with everybody kind of like my journey into entrepreneurship. That might be able to relate to a few people. So here's the thing. I used to be one of those dads, it's been many years now, but I used to be one of those dads that would work all day. I was in corporate America, work all day, and then be dinner time, and I'd go to dinner. And I don't know if anybody can relate to this, but I would give my family basically what I call the leftovers, because I was just mentally exhausted, Hillary. I was stressed out, overworked, and I was traveling a ton. And so I was just one of those dads that literally would give my family the leftovers, and because I just was spent. Well, that was going on, and then the thing that really put me over the edge was one time I had asked my boss if I could actually go to a field day, take a day off, because my daughter was having a field day. Now she's like 26, so it's been a little.
Right. It's been a
But I remember him specifically telling me, no, you can't take that day off. I was actually asking for a couple of days off because we need you out here on the West Coast or the East Coast, wherever it was. And I was thinking to myself, Hillary, I was thinking, like, wait a second, I can't even take a day off. And at that time, I was bringing in 20, 30 million a month in sales revenue every year. And so I was thinking to myself, is this what my life is going to be all about? Like someone telling me that I can't even take a few days off. It'd be different if I wasn't producing, right?
Yes, exactly.
I was producing. And so I made a conscious decision at that time, like I've got to do something different. Yeah. I've got to find something. There was something already inside me stirring. And then that was kind of like the what they call the nail in the coffin. I was ready, right, to make a change. And so what ended up happening, I started on a journey, part-time in it. And then eventually by the time I was 33, I was able to retire from corporate America and become a full-time entrepreneur. And like they say, the rest is history. And I've been a full-time entrepreneur ever since.
Yes. That's that's similar to what propelled me into entrepreneurship. It didn't happen to me exactly, but I watched so many people around me because I jumped in when my first daughter was born. And I literally was seeing how other people weren't able to spend time with their family. And I said, that's not going to be me.
Right.
Yeah. So, yes, as you said, we're talking about entrepreneurship. So what are some tips that you would share, with people who are either wanting, thinking of becoming an entrepreneur, want to get into that area,
Yeah. So first of all, entrepreneurship isn't for everybody. Owning your own business, whether it's even a smaller business or you're trying to build a big business, it's not for everyone. But I think if someone took the time to really understood that they could do it, and be successful at it, that it could be for everyone. And so let me just give you guys just a few tips that I think could help everybody. The first one is that you've got to go all in. Now, when I say all in, it doesn't mean like monetarily, like you got to go leverage your house and mortgage your house, or empty out your 401ks, because there's many ways to be able to get into being a business owner, entrepreneur, today without having to do that.
Mhm.
What I'm talking about it when I say all in is mentally go all in. Remember, like I said, I had a really good, high paying 6-figure corporate job, and so what I would do is, like, during the lunch break, instead of going and spend time with people, at the job, I would work on my business, or in the evening
Right.
time after dinner, I would work on my business. And so when I'm talking about all in, mentally go all in, because you have something bigger that you're going after. Number two is, I would recommend to you that you have to be okay with some risk. And here's the thing about risk, meaning, like, once again, you don't have to risk your whole financial empire that you build or whatever. What I'm talking about is be okay with a few things. Like, one, you might risk some relationships, meaning, like, some people might not understand the journey you're on. Hillary, I'm sure you can appreciate this.
Yes,
Not
definitely.
not everybody understands what entrepreneurship is about. They're like, I remember people saying, even my own family, they say, wait a second, why are you wanting to go on your own when you have a great, high paying 6-figure job? And I was thinking to myself, they just have no idea. So be okay with limiting sometimes, people you spend time with, because they're just not going to understand it.
Get it.
And the other thing is, remember, it's going to be your journey. And so you have to be, you can't be looking for acceptance and approval and agreement from everyone else. It's your journey, and they don't understand it, right? Unless they're doing the journey, right? Which they're
Right.
not. So just be okay with some of that. The other thing I'd recommend to everybody is just be patient. Regardless of what you see on social media today, everyone I know that runs successful businesses, it didn't happen like in 30 days. It didn't happen in 60 days. It took them a while to build a real business. And so be patient. Know that it's not a get rich overnight, right? No matter what you see, and people on social media, hyping it up to get you to do something, it really does take work. I mean, think about it. Most of us go to college, get an education for 4 to 5 years, right? And we went through that process. Well, same thing with entrepreneurship. You've got to go build a real business.
Yeah.
The other thing I recommend everybody is that go make sure that you build lots of relationships, and value those relationships, because they will pay off long term as well. So, keep, take good care of people, be kind, and then when the time comes, they can help you. This happens to me all the time. I've always been, trying to build as many good relationships as I can, because you never know when they can help you out.
Can-
And then the last thing I would encourage you to do is, as an entrepreneur, you have to constantly be learning and growing, working on yourself, working on your skills. Even today, I'm in 2 big masterminds. I have several mentors, and I'm constantly learning, investing in myself, and that is part of the journey as well. So I would say, so those might help some people out, hopefully, in terms of being.
Yes, definitely. I must say that I've had to go through those as well myself on this journey, and you constantly going back to it. Definitely.
Mhm.
So I hear, well, we know because I've been talking about it all week. My followers, they've been hearing about it, and you are going to be co-hosting this challenge coming up that we are going to be taking part in. So if you could give a little sneak peek as to what's going to be happening in the challenge, because you're the main host.
Yes, I'm super excited about this. Next week, everyone, and
Mhm.
Hillary's gonna be joining us on this, and so we'll put the link in the comments here below. But just know this: we're doing a free 5-day challenge that starts on Monday. Okay, and and literally it's about an hour a day. But the whole idea behind the challenge, and who it's really for, is people that there's something stirring inside of you that you want more. There's something that you're saying, man, there's got to be more. Like me, like you're saying, that I just want more in life. And it might be in terms of moving me into being an entrepreneur, running my own business, being, doing what I want to do whenever I want to do it. And so we're going to do this challenge. It's going to be awesome, because Hillary, what we're going to do is we're going to put it inside of a private Facebook group. And every day we're going to go live, and we're going to, give you guys some real value, myself and several of my friends, some really top teachers and trainers that are going to help us all, move through a process, right? And experience where you can say, when it's all finished, like, I'm ready to go do something big in my life. And so that's what the Freedom Challenge is all about. It starts next Monday. Like I said, it's for 5 days. And we're going to have prizes every day, and some, and things that you can do to really help you move along that process. and I'm just looking forward to really helping a lot of people next week.
Yes, I'm excited. Yes, I can't wait because I love challenges. Every challenge that I've gotten into, it has just made a huge shift in my business each time. So
Yeah, absolutely.
really excited about it. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I know this was brief, and for my viewers, they're not used to seeing me on a Thursday, so this is a special treat as well.
Ah,
All right. So thank you again for joining, and everybody, we'll see you tomorrow at 12:30 Eastern for the Ready Set Grow show. We've got a special guest tomorrow as well. Bye,
awesome.
everyone.
Thanks, Hillary. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, Jimmy.
Bye bye.